And here come the Falcons onto the field first.
They'll be wearing white today.
Black helmets, white jerseys, red numerals, black pants, and some splashing on their pants down the side in red. And the Titans yet to make their final appearance on the field.
They brought a bunch of motorcycles here. I don't know. I think they do that for every home game, and I don't know if they kind of form a tunnel with these motorcycles and the kids run through them or what. I don't know what the tie-in is exactly, but a little bit loud. They've got a drum corps and then all these Harleys all revving their engines. So apparently that's what they do here to get things underway. I do know watching the kickoff at GCMS won the toss but deferred, and the Titans are going to get the football to start. So
let's get some game conditions. Game conditions brought to you by our friends at Anderson Ford, downtown Gibson City. Lee Lowry Post 568, the Gibson City American Legion, where I'm sure they're listening in this afternoon. Hello, everybody.
Free will have the wind at his back. Let's see.
Here's the approach and the kick, and it is a good one by Ben, and it chases the receiver back. It's going to be a touchback. He just
side there, so he's going to be all over the place.
The quarterback is Bryce Bumfrey, 5'10", 160 to senior, and he's going to work out of the shotgun formation. Fumbles the snap, and it's going to be a loss on the play. GCMS down 15 yards to go, back at their 15-yard line. And again, Bumfrey, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Looks like he wants to pass, brings it out here near side. He's got his man Ince. Ince, 30. He could go all the way. He is going to go all the way. At the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
That was just, I think it's
going to touch him. And now they're lining up for the kick after. They score at 11:03 in the first quarter. There's a snap, and
Well, Levi jumped real early
here and defeated Kewanee Wethersfield back to the 2009 season.
Kicker is Alex Bryan. I mean, he's got a tremendous leg as well.
Waiting the snap. There it is. Placement down, the kick up, and it is good.
Yep.
In the kick, the young man that just kicked the point after, Alex Bryan, number 7. Here's the approach and the kick, and it plays off to the left side. It's going to be picked up there by Trantina. Here is Jarrett going far side, looking for the sideline, and he's going to be ushered out of bounds. And they got a wide out here at Austin Allen to the near side. Football resting on the Falcon 33-yard line. Handoff is to McNutt. Here is Mitch cutting outside. He pushes one man down, then he fumbles the football. He had to turn over the football at the Falcon 45-yard line. 1st and 10, trying to build on the early 7-0 lead. Trips to the far side. Bumfrey, low snap, picks it up, and down he goes.
The threat of Davis being over the top of that center. Watch him. It's going to be
Bumfrey
a good battle.
Out of the shotgun, turns, hands off to Ince, and Ince is gobbled up behind what he does here. At the Falcon 47, where it's now 3rd down, still 12 yards to go. Bumfrey drops, looking for help, steps up in the pocket, and GCMS gives chase. They lose a couple of defenders, and he's down, but he got a first down, I believe. Downs, 9 minutes, 5 seconds to go first quarter, leading the Falcons 7-0. Here is Bumfrey as he takes the snap. Oh, my God.
You got to stop them from making those plays, and that run by Bumfrey hurt.
Here is Alex Bryan, one of their good receivers, flanked out here to the near side. They put a man in motion, shotgun formation. Bumfrey looks, steps up, throws downfield, and nearly caught by scoreboard clock. First quarter at the Falcon 40, where it's now 2nd and 15. Shotgun formation. He's got a couple of receivers, and he's going to hand off the football. Coming near side is their tight end. Coming around, that is Ben Burthing. Bumfrey out of the shotgun formation, puts Burrish in the motion, and he's going to hand off the football.
Throw it.
Here is Bumfrey in the shotgun once again, and he's got running back on each hip, and GCMS pass formation out there, 2 near side, 2 far side. They got a single setback. He's going to get the football. With it is Ince. Ince, good second effort. And
picking them up right now, these Titans are.
They're going to give Ince 3. Now 2nd down, 70 yards to go. Football at the Falcon 18-yard line. Here is Ince. Spot pass near side. Over the middle. His man's got it. And he dives into the end zone. Touchdown.
Wow, that would be a bad matchup for us.
So 2 touchdowns in less than half the first quarter. This one at 6:05 makes it 13-0. There's the point after try, and from this position it looks good. And
over Chicago Hope and lead at 49-28.
Back deep for the Falcons, Mitch McNutt and Jared Trantina. Here is the kick. Trantina's going to have a chance to bring it back. He begins at about the 5-yard line. Kicks it outside, gets a nice block, still on his feet, hugging the sideline area, and finally knocked out of bounds. at the 30. That is where they mark it, at the 30-yard line. Here is the senior co-captain quarterback, Keegan Allen. He's going to turn, hand it off to Trantina. Formation with two flank to each side. Single setback formation on the right hip of the senior co-captain quarterback. Now McNutt goes in motion. He's going to get the football. Has some blockers. Levi Davis out there. Can't quite turn the corner. And Mitch, heavy kids, but very rangy. Here it is now, 3rd down and 8, and we got a penalty flag.
That's going to be on Levi.
3rd down and 13 yards to go. Here is a turn, here is a handoff, and not much there for the Falcon ball carrier. Ben Freehill at his own 31-yard line. Good snap, good high kick by Ben, and it's going to be caught and fumbled back at the 30-yard line, and they come out with two receivers draped to the far side, same to the near side. Here is Bumphrey, turns, and he throws the football over the head of number 9, the running back. Titans back at their own 30-yard line, 2nd and 10. Bumphrey, shotgun formation, turns, hands off the football. That is it. And a fumble on the play, unless there was an early whistle.
I thought he might have been down.
That's Falcon folks and everybody else listening online. Here is a reverse. With it is McNutt. McNutt looking to get a block from Sam Bailey. Sam puts the block, and he got back to the 30-yard line. Down 14-0. Here's a turn. That is McNutt. Mitch running hard, carrying the pack a yard or two. And it's going to be a makeable 3rd down out. That's number 8, Austin Allen. The back stacked in the I formation. Here's the turn. Here is a handoff. Trantina. And the Bulldogs in Southmore fullback has a running clock for the first quarter. Falcons down 14-0. Trantina again, and Jared not as good for the Titans. 2nd down, 7 yards to go. Getting his turn this time is McNutt. Mitch gets by the first wave of defenders, and they put the first quarter's final play. Here is Allen. Play action. Keegan rolling far side. He's got his man, Trantina. Jared spins, gets away from one defender. Then he's very close to that first down here. With it is McNutt, and I think his forward motion got it.
Yeah, he should have it with and they're not even going to measure it.
The Falcons have a wideout flanked far side. Here is the quarterback. Where is the pitch? It's going to sweep far side. With it is McNutt, and he knocked down Jared Trantina. Did he get to the pylon? He's close. He dove.
No indication yet.
So it's kind of tough to see. So we'll go by the scoreboard, the 2-yard line.
Here's
Trantina. And did the sophomore get in? No. Ty's not here, but I'll let you call it. The kick here by Ben is up, and it is good. 56-42.
I don't know if they're just
in the second quarter.
If they're playing Tecmo Bowl from the old NES, or if they're actually playing football. Good Lord. 108 points in a quarter and a half of football.
Ben Freehill's kick, sponsored by Lee Lowry Post 568, American Legion, Gibson City. Here's the fake reverse with the football. That is number 8, the quarterback, Bumphrey. Sidesteps a couple of Falcon defenders, and he fumbled it in. Fortunately for the Tyfield marker, up 14-7. 11 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the first half. Bumphrey, shotgun formation. Quick look. He's going to run the football. He's in Falcon territory 40 and drawn down from behind, but not until the 36.5 points a game.
Now he can throw that stat out the window.
At the Falcon 31-yard line, 4 new downs. They put a man in motion. Bumphrey works out of the shotgun formation. On his right hip, the running back, Jackson Ince, and we got a foul to the 36-yard line. 1st and 15. They put a man in motion. 2 flank far side, 1 out here near side. Bumphrey, shotgun, gets the snap, throws downfield, and it is going to be incomplete. Just over 3. 2nd down, still 15 yards to go. Football resting on the Falcon 36-yard line. 2 flank far side. Here is the quarterback, Bumphrey, running out of trouble, and he throws it in the ground. Threw it away. GCMS struck at the Falcon 36-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here is Bumphrey looking. Bumphrey stepping up, and Trantina catches 25, Ben Burish. And let's see, he's flanked out here near side, and there's on this game, but we'll get to that in just a moment. 4th and 15 for the Titans at the Falcon 36. Here is Bumphrey working out of the shotgun, throws it over the middle. He's got his man, gets around a couple of Falcon defenders, and he's got a first down to the 45, the Falcon 45, where it's now 4th and 25 yards. Caught the football, and the snap goes way over the head of the kicker, and he is good to get it away. It's a booming kick. And it's going to be picked up there by Brooks Schmidt. Brooks, and he's going to be down Inside the...
That even in better than that play did.
Working from their own 11-yard line. This time, Keegan Allen, the quarterback, is under center. Turns, hands off the football. With it is McNutt, trying to thread his way through that stiff damage. They're at the 14, their own 14. We're at 2nd and 7. Keegan works out of the shotgun. Spot pass near side. With it is McNutt, and they get on him real quick. Mitch
done a good job on him.
3rd down, 6 yards to go for GCMS. Here is Keegan Allen sprinting out far side. Throws down the far sideline area and nearly intercepted the closest a couple of steps, so it's going to be between the goal line and 5-yard line when he launches the kick. Here's the snap, the kick. It's a decent kick and a fair catch called for at the 43.
And the two of them by the 3rd quarter.
We'll update you on some of those HOIC teams in a moment at the Falcon 43-yard line. Here's Ince, the running back, and a good 4 points. But your lead's not that much, you would think.
No, you got to keep scoring.
Here's the give. That is Ince to Ince. And it's a pass formation with 2 flank near side, same far side. Single setback formation. Bumfrey out of the shotgun, loads up, throws right side, and it's going to be nobody catching the football.
They're center on offense, but it's been shaky to say the least.
The football resting at the Falcon 43. It's a low snap, but he picks it up and booms one. Back inside the 6 is Brooks Schmidt, and smartly he lets it back. And they'll navigate here, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Here's Allen, turns, hands off the football, running left side, allowing about 11 points. Here is the snap, coming near side. With it is McNutt. Mitch has got some room, takes on a defender, bowls him over, and he is close.
That shoulder down.
Nice gain.
Uses the stiff arm.
Mitch rambles down to the 40-yard line. Here's Trantina. Jarrett double deuce getting his Thursday at Becky's down by the Lake Bar in Sibley. Here is the quarterback. He's going to hand off the football, pitch it to McNutt, and they wrap him down at center. What is 3rd down, 6 yards to go at their own 44-yard line. Play action. Here is Keegan rolling. Keegan looking. He is going to tuck and carry the football, and he's not going to pick up the needed yardage. Under 3 minutes for the first half. 4th and 9 at their own 41-yard line. Here's Ben, and he looks like he gets a good foot into it. It's going to be caught, and they run with the football. Brooks Schmidt on the initial hit.
Just does it game in and game out.
Bumfrey will take the snap, this possession at his own 35-yard line, fakes the handoff. He's going to run it, and they ride him down at about the line of scrimmage. And for the Titans at their own 36-yard line. This time Bumfrey moves to the shotgun formation, has a man in motion. He's going to hand it off. With it is Elias. Elias sneaks through a wall of Falcon defenders. Points to begin the game. They had those 14 in the first half of the first quarter. Here's Bumfrey loading. It's nearly intercepted. Knocked down there by 10. 2nd and 10 for Bumfrey and company at the 45. And before we can show IC top-ranked teams. Back 5 at the 40-yard line. Here is Bumfrey. He's going to turn, hand off the football. Couple of yards. It's 44-yard line. Up by 7, under a minute now to go. Shotgun, Bumfrey rolling far side. Gets a block on the chase. GCMS still in pursuit. He throws it downfield. He's got a man who's going to score.
Wow.
10-5 end zone touchdown.
Well, I think your defense
target of Bumfrey's here in the 2nd quarter, and that makes it 20-7. Here's the approach and the kick. PAT, and it is up.
Let him, with the wind at his back, kick it and put the Falcons at the 20.
The Falcons find themselves down late here in the first half by 14. Here's the ball blows off the tee. Let's see what the Falcons can pull off here on the kickoff return. Here's the approach and the kick. This one might be headed for the end zone. It is going to be a touchback with that setback formation. They've got the jet series. Here is the turn, and here is Allen, and he throws it, and it's caught by McNutt. We'll be back with our Falcon halftime, including area scores, right after these. His son, Ross, playing for Eureka in that team's championship conference game.
Kick.
Here's the kick, and it's going to be not returnable. Another touchback, and GCMS will be a quarterfinal game.
Yeah.
Shotgun formation, one wide out to the near side. Here's the handoff. With it is McNutt. McNutt's got some yards, and he went out a whole lot. And again, out of the shotgun with a running back on each hip. He's going to hand it off this time to McNutt. McNutt breaks one defender's tackles. Now they try to fight him one-on-one. Now they bunch up on him. And it's a gift card from Gibson City Meats and Deli. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And here is the turn. Here is the handoff. Eureka can make the postseason. Right. D3. Shotgun. Here is the give. With it is McNutt. McNutt sweeping far side. Weaves between a couple of defenders and picks up Melvin. And we're 9 minutes, 25 seconds to go, third quarter. Here's the deep pitch coming near side. With it is McNutt. They close in on him in a stampede hill. Football resting on the Falcon 36-yard line. Good snap back by Rosenbaum. Kick here by the sophomore. Freehill, and it takes a GCMS bounce. And let me gather my... It would be another road game next Saturday. I don't know about the Titans situation. Here is the turn. Here is the give. That's the quarterback who decided to keep the football. Bumping, a senior. He's got good football instincts. 2nd and 6 for the Titans at their 35. He's going to hand it off to their good ball carrier to rise to the occasion here. They got trips, 3 out near side on 3rd and 3 at the 38. Bumfrey, right in pass it. He hands it off. And I think
can get enough possessions between two teams to score that many points.
They've had to cash in on some turnovers.
Kick returns, punt, everything.
Here's the snap. Here's the kick, and it's a boomer. And GCMS will let it bounce. That ball is going to bounce into the end zone. That is going to be root to my good friend Alfie Landau, new member of the Gibson City Melvin-Sibley Sports Hall of Fame. There's McNutt, 23-yard line. Here's Allen under center, turns, hands off the football. With it is McNutt, and right there they are on 23. 3rd down, 7 yards to go. Under center. Here is Keegan back to pass. Rolling, and he throws it out of bounds. Do it out here on the on FM 106.3. 4th and long. Back in his own end zone. That is Ben Freehill, and Ben booms one. And it's going to be caught at the 45 at GCMS. The receiver gets away, and then he's captured right there by Sam Daly. 2 wideouts to each side. Now they put a man in motion. Here is Bumfrey. He's going to hand it off to number 9. That is Jackson Ince, and he breaks away. Initially, it was going to be a running back on his left hip. 1 wide out near side, 2 flank far side, 1 in the slot position. Here's the give to Ince, and right there, GC.
This third quarter.
Football resting on the Falcon 40. Passing formation, shotgun. Here is Bumfrey. The rush is there, and down he goes. He threw it away at the last moment. Played in Falcon territory.
It has been, yeah. See if you can get a good return here.
Back at their own 45-yard line. Punting situation. High kick comes near side. And Brooks Schmidt watches it go out of bounds line. 1st and 10 for the red and black. Backfield is stacked in the eye. With it is McNutt. McNutt showing good speed. And he makes the corner and picks up a few yards. He's up across the 25 at their own 26-yard line. Here is the senior co-captain quarterback, Keegan Allen. Hands off. Couple of yards there.
Someone steps up here in this last quarter.
Pretty challenging afternoon in Kewanee. Here is a turn. Here is the handoff. McNutt. McNutt trying to elude some defenders, and he's up across. Oh, let's see if they mark into this Class 2A game. Here is Keegan. Turns, hands off the football. And they give calls here on 4th and short. Turns, hands off. Trantina. And let's they're going to pin. I think they got it.
He's got it.
60 yards to go for pay dirt at their own 40. Here is the pitch. Here is McNutt. Glides left side. There's a penalty flag fly here. 1st down and 19 as a result of that penalty. Here's Keegan rolling out. He's got his man. With it is Austin Allen. Austin Allen.
There you go.
He's got good yardage up across the 45 out to in the third quarter. 2nd and 3 at their own 47-yard line. Getting the call is McNutt. Mitch up the middle, and he bowls over a couple of Titan defenders.
5 or 6 minutes ago.
Is the game in the fourth quarter?
It's just it's through 3.
Unbelievable. GCMS closes out the Falcons at the Titans 39-yard line. Here is the handoff. Here is McNutt. Mitch, far sideline area. Bounces off one defender and finally out of bounds, but more attrition at the 23. 1st and 10. And it's McNutt. McNutt tries the middle of the field. And a second surge to the long season. 2nd and 7 for the Falcons at the 19. Here's the pitch coming near side. McNutt looking for a block. And he is going to stumble down to about the 15 in the scrimmage. Keegan's under center this time. McNutt gets another call, breaks it outside. Here is Mitch. It's a foot race. He's at the 10 and falls to about the 8-yard line.
Well, he's dipping that shoulder a little.
Wide out far side. Here is Keegan Allen under center. And he gives it to Trantina. And here with a burst of speed, Jared Ince will have 9:33 to go in the football game. 2nd and 4. 2nd and goal. Trantina. Touchdown Falcons.
He's in.
Question is West Central. West Central. Did you get that? Kickoff sponsored by Lee Lowry Post 568. The good folks at the Gibson City American Legion. Here's the approach and the kick by Ben. It is a good one, and it's going to chase the receiver back inside his 5. Coming near sideline area 10, 15, room, 20, 30, and out at about the 32-yard line, and a penalty flag. At the 47-yard line with the penalty tacked on, it's at the 47. Straight snap to the quarterback, Bumfrey, who's going to carry the football, and he's smothered as he tried to get at their own 48-yard line. GCMS needs a stop. We're down to 8:38 to go in the football game. Man in motion. Bumfrey is in the shotgun. He's going to hand that man the football. That's the end around to one of their big receivers, and he got a first down. Keegan again works out of the shotgun where he's been most of the day. One back on his right hip. He's going to hand the football off to Ince. Ince caught from behind by Brooks Schmidt at the Falcon 29-yard line. We're under 8 for the game, 8 minutes. Falcons down by 7. Ince gets it again, and Ince bullying ahead very well. That was a great day, though.
60 feet up in the air.
Here's Bumfrey, 2nd and 7, and he's going to turn. He's going to keep the football, fake the handoff. Bumfrey to go in the football game, 3rd and short at the Falcon 1-yard line. Here's the quarterback. Bumfrey fakes the handoff, takes it himself right up the middle, and he's got a first down with score difference. Let's see what they do. Bumfrey working out of the shotgun formation. He's got Ince on his left hip. Here is Bumfrey stepping up under pressure, and he's going to eat the football.
That's go out of bounds, and he
9 for the Titans at the Falcon 29-yard line, up by 7. Bumfrey out of the shotgun. Bumfrey looking. Here come the Falcons. He throws it downfield. It's going to be incomplete.
All right.
And I actually think
points. That wasn't good enough.
Here's Keegan under center at his own 29-yard line. Pitches to McNutt, and Mitch runs out of space quickly. Number 24 for 21, that's Jared Thompson, the junior. Here's the handoff. They keep it on the ground. And that is who's under center from their own 33-yard line. Here's Keegan rolling out far side. Keegan looking, throws it downfield. It's way over the head of the intended receiver. Jays at Sammers 2. We appreciate him sponsoring trivia and giving away prize all season long.
No.
Here's a squibber, but it takes a gigantic GCMS bounce. Never got more than 5 feet off. At their own 26-yard line, 1st and 10, Bumfrey, nothing.
That's
stone wall put up by the...
And let's see, is he standing up? He's going to come off the edge as an edge rusher.
They've got 3 wideouts near side, 2 flank far side. They put a man in motion. Here is Bumfrey, passing formation. He runs the football, and he got a couple of yards. The road game next Saturday at Fulton. 27-yard line, 3rd down, 9 yards to go. Here is Bumfrey, back to pass. Here comes the pressure over the middle. He's got his man caught, 1st down, midfield. Now you need a takeaway. Here is Bumfrey, and like all afternoon almost, he's out of the shotgun, and they do fumble the football.
Oh, they didn't.
Oh, they didn't. Okay, Ince, I thought he fumbled it. He just went. 2nd down, 15 yards to go. At their own 45-yard line, here is Bumfrey, and he's going to keep it on the ground. A nice tackle by Levi Davis, who came in and just completed 44-yard line. Passing formation, trips to the near side. Here's Bumfrey, he's done it all day. Steps up, carries the football, and this is going to be very well, resting on the 50-yard line. 4th and 10, punting situation. Here is the snap, here is the kick, and it's a high kick, and McNutt and Brooks both move away from it, and it dies. And the Falcons have outscored the Titans 14-7. Here's a little reverse coming near side, goes nowhere. Under center and the backs. Here's the deep pitch. With it is McNutt. He wants to throw the ball downfield. Sam Bailey there. Sam Bailey caught it. Sam Bailey caught it. There's a penalty flag. He's inside the 40 at the 37-yard line. And we got a timeout before a time. 1 minute, 22 seconds to go. Here is Allen under center. Hands off. With it is McNutt. Mitch pushed it away with the straight arm. He can't get out of bounds. Out of the shotgun, he's got a couple of wideouts near side. Same goes far side. Direct snap. Here is Allen. Loads. Goes downfield, and it is incomplete. Number 8, Austin Allen. They bring a trips to the near side. Single setback formation. Keegan works out of the shotgun formation. Austin flank far side. Here is Keegan. Loads. Throws downfield. It's going to be intercepted. It's going to be intercepted. And the...
20.
Couple of snaps.
28.
They'll go in victory formation with 45 seconds remaining. Bumfrey under center gets the Titans will up to 10-1 in front of their game next Saturday with Fulton. The Falcons eliminated here in the 2nd round. Put up a heck of a fight down early. They fought. It was one of those uphill battles all day. Here's Bumfrey with 14 seconds. Gets it, goes to a knee, and by Hasty Locksmith Service. Locksmith Dave Hasty installs and services locks for residential, commercial, and industrial locations throughout our listening area. Quality service at very competitive rates. Visit hastylocksmith.com, or you can phone Dave at 217-840-8509, 217-840-8509, Hasty Locksmith Service. And the Falcon fans, and they were here in big numbers today, make their way back to Gibson City. Disappointed, their team comes up short against Annawan Wethersfield in this Class 2A second-round playoff game. 21-14, the final verdict. And for a final time, let's go down to our sideline reporter, Ryan Ferguson.
Thoughts here, great comeback, great second half, really, of play by the Falcons. But I think in the end, it just came down to kind of playing into the Titans' hands. They're a team where if they get a lead, they're pretty much set. And they got that last score before halftime to go up 21-7, and you knew with Bumfrey and the athleticism he has, he was going to do all he could to eke out time. And you got to hand it to him for only having 26 guys. Bumfrey was the main defender on that last pass to Bailey, and then he was defending on Allen too. And then that 25 is just literally everywhere. But that score before halftime is probably the difference in the game. But you got to like that second half effort with not allowing any points. Although, like I said, that's kind of their shtick. They get the lead and they sustain it. So. Good luck to them in the second round. 26 kids. I'm interested to see how far they go because those skill kids they have are legit. They're definitely no joke. And the size that they do have, they use well. So it'll be interested to see how far they go. And then as for GCMS, I mean, look again to next year. We're not losing much, just like from last year. It looks like you're losing a lot, but they're just in the pipeline ready to roll, especially that sophomore class as well, and then obviously McNutt. So, I mean, the future's still bright, but just ran into a better skilled guys, I think, today.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Ryan. Ryan Ferguson, thanks for his sideline reports, his expertise during the season. Brought to you by Greg Brooker, your local strategic farm marketing agent. See Greg for crop insurance, any kind of ag advice.
Do you want to go down to Steve? He's down there by Ryan. We can just let him do the stats.
Sure, from the field. Yeah, you want to come out the press box.
All right, guys, for the final stats, GCMS had 12 first downs. Kewanee had 1 carry for -3 yards. Mitch McNutt had, let's see here, a bunch of carries, 28 carries it looks like, for 120 yards and no touchdowns this evening. Jared Trantina had 13 carries for 32 yards, 2 touchdowns. Brooke Schmidt had 2 carries for 6 yards. Ben Freehill added 2 extra points tonight. Keegan Allen passing was 5 out of 10 for 63 yards, 1 interception. Mitch McNutt had 2 catches for -6 yards. Jared Trantina, 1 catch for 7 yards. Austin Allen, 1 catch for 16 yards. And Sam Bailey, 1 catch for 46 yards. Turnover-wise, Falcons had 2 turnovers, 1 fumble, 1 interception. Ended with 5 penalties for 50 yards. Our totals are rushing 155 yards, passing 63 yards, for a total of 218 offensive yards. For Kewanee, they had 10 first downs. Bryce Bumfrey had 17 carries for 47 yards. Ben Burrich had 1 carry for 5 yards. Jackson Ince had 14 carries for 38 yards. Bryce Elias had 2 carries for 3 yards. Isaac Frank, 1 carry for 12 yards. Alex Bryan had 3 extra points tonight. Bryce Bumfrey passing was 5 out of 10, 181 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jackson Ince had 3 catches for 107 yards and a touchdown. Brendan Shaw had 1 catch for 56 yards and a touchdown, and Ben Burrish 1 catch for 18 yards and a touchdown. They had just 1 turnover in the game, 1 fumble. They ended with 6 penalties for 45 yards. Their totals are rushing 105 yards, passing 181 yards, for a grand total of 286 offensive yards. Back to you guys.
Okay, our stat man, Steve Seiertz. Great job for another season by Steve. And Frank, here's the story right here. I made some notes. They got on the board first, the Titans did. 11:03, still in the first minute of play, on an 85-yard pass play for a touchdown. They come right back on their next possession at 6 minutes, 5 seconds, still in the first quarter, 18-yard pass play. They lead at 14-0. So you take away, it wasn't